I'm back, and today we're going to be doing a really cool makeup tutorial today. It's actually going to be a little bit more luxurious. It's actually called Luxury, this makeup look, and it's going to be like mainly based on blacks and golds. It's a really like cool tone kind of look, very bold. And that's what we're going to be up to today. I actually created this look in high school, and I haven't really been able to create it just yet. So this is like the perfect timing. So the first thing that we're just going to do is we're just going to dive right in with the Fenty Beauty. This one is called Who Needs Clothes in Body Lava. I actually really like using this on my face. I just put it on the high points of my face, so right here and here, around the nose, here and here. Right, like that. Oh, hello. She's special. And then we're just gonna rub it in. And another one here. Perfect. So that's all my highlight for underneath today. Really nice, really shiny, kind of got some sparkles in there. So now that we've done kind of the base part, we're just going to go right into let's go right into the eyes first. So for the eyes, we're actually going to be using my MAC paint pot. This is Painterly, and we're just gonna put this all over the lid. I'm gonna use my fingers, and we're just gonna do this all over the lid. Make sure to get real in those crevices. Oh, hello, body lava. Nope, not quite. You're not supposed to be there. I'm gonna put a bunch of it on the eye and a little bit outwards, then up. And next eye. I'm actually really excited to show you guys this look. I actually thought this was super high-end when I was in high school, when I was doing makeup. So I'm actually kind of excited to show you guys this one. I actually also made a new one like this, but a little bit more different. A little bit more like in trend at the moment, but it's still just as cool. So now that we've kind of primed the lids, we're just going to go right into our colors. So for this, I'm going to be taking, I've got a few little options here. So I think the first thing that I'm going to go right into is I think I'm going to go into my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in Soft Glam, and we're just going to go right into Sienna. So this is just kind of like a warm color. It's actually going to be really cool when we finish with it, but it's good to just start with a lighter color just so you don't mess up, right? So we're just going to go right into that color first, just to test the waters on everything, see how it works. And if I can find my brush, that'd be wonderful. So we're just gonna dip right into Sienna. And just start blending. So because this look is a little bit more kind of dramatized, I think what we're going to be doing is just kind of going in and just kind of lengthening the eye shape. So I'm gonna bring it all the way out here. Really get in there. Just with the base color, right? Just to know where you are. So I think this is really good for the base. Looks pretty good. very long. And just kind of get into this part here. Just so I can have the same amount of color. Wonderful. Now this one doesn't necessarily need to be too blended just yet. It's just kind of our base. At the end, we'll be able to blend it all in. So that's just the base for that eye, and we'll go on to the next eye. Pat in that color. Get right in there. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So now that we've kind of got the base color in, we're just going to go right in and we're going to start kind of darkening this. So I'm going to use the Cypress Umber from the Anastasia Beverly Hills, but we're just going to use a smaller brush just because we're just trying to pack in that color now. So we're going to go right in and really darken. We're really trying to create this very dramatically. Really, really darken that eye. Yes, look at that. Really, really darken it. Really pack that color in. Bring it out. Wonderful. I really like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go back in with our one color, our one big brush here, and just kind of blend it a little, just to give it a little bit more of a, not too much of a harsh edge. Wonderful. Get up there. Just perfect. And then we're just gonna go straight into the black. So this is Noir by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And we're also gonna use the same brush. And this is where we're gonna really, really, really darken up the look. So be really careful about your placement and just go for it. Really bring out that black. Make it look really, really nice and blended though. Don't just plop the color down, right? Make sure that it still has that, you know, softness to it. very good. I like this a lot. So now we're just going to go in with our black again on this side. And right into the crease. And blend outwards. Wonderful. So we've got kind of this color going on. Really liking it. It's really bold and out there. So that's really good. It's really black. That's what we want. Make sure that it's blended. Doesn't look too messy, but of course, I mean, when it comes to darker makeup, it's easy to be messy, right? Which is perfectly fine. But I think that we've really gotten a good amount of color into here. Yeah, I would say so. And then we're actually just going to dip straight into our crease, our little cut crease. So I'm just going to be taking my KatVonD in L1, the Lock-It Concealer, and just kind of sticking this right here, right where it belongs, on my lid. Oh, hello. Perfect. And then we're just going to do a little bit of a blend. And give it a good edge. This looks actually quite good. So I'm happy. And now we'll just be taking our beautiful Fenty Beauty highlighter. This one's called Trophy Wife, and we're just going to be putting this all over the lid here. So we're just going to dip right in, just poke at it. Nice big poke. This, of course, will just be the first part of the eyeshadow. This is only the base color of this one. So it will not stay this gold. It's a very yellowy gold. And then we're just going to, oh my. And then we're just going to do the same with the other eye before we start with the next part. So we'll take our KatVonD again. And another. Perfect. That looks really good. Perfect. So now that we've kind of got this one done, we're just going to smooth out these edges. Still define it just so it doesn't look weird. Make those edges look good. Go up a little. And pretty good. Pretty good. And then we're going to just run back into our gold and poke around, poke. Make it look presentable. Give it a good poke. Wonderful. And continue. Beautiful. So now that we've just kind of gotten our color finished, I'm actually just going to go up a bit more. Okay, perfect. So now that we have the yellowy part done, we're actually going to go back in with a little bronzy one. Just because this is not like a true gold that I'm looking for, this is a bit more on the yellow side. So we're gonna dip back into the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette that I have out, and we're gonna dip into bronze. So we're gonna take our bronze and just pat some more on. And that looks a little bit more muted. As you see, it's kind of got, you know, it's got the yellowy tinge to it, but it also has a bit more of like a bronze so that it doesn't look too out there. I do the same for this side. So we've got kind of the gold, and now I'm just going to go back in with my little trusty, is this the right one? Yep. My little crease brush, and just kind of darken those little edges again, just so we have a nice transition on the lid. Very good. Wonderful. So you've really gotten to this really good point here. I'm really liking this. And now we're just going to go into the liner, and then we'll go into the bottom. So for the liner, we're just going to be doing just a plain black eyeliner. I'm going to be using, if I can find it, my Lise one. This is my Encore Noir, the one I usually use. My favorite, this is just a liquid liner. So we're gonna throw in our liquid liner, make it really nice. Wonderful. Wonderful wing that we have here. And then just get in here. Perfect. So we've got that wing, super good. And then we'll just go back into our next wing. There we go. We're almost done this wing. Just about. We're just gonna thicken it up a little bit more, but so far so good. Okay, very good. Good, good. Okay, wonderful. So now that we've got the eyeliner finished, we're just gonna go throw in some mascara on the top. So first of all, we will obviously curl our lashes. So we're gonna take our little curler and just curl them. That's all we need. Nice curl. Just about there. Perfect. And then we're just gonna do our mascara. So for mascara, I have my Maybelline Lash Sensational in black, my favorite mascara. We're just gonna go straight in, just make it really quick, and swipe some mascara. But make sure that it covers them all because we will be putting fake lashes on. Make it really nice. Perfect. So I think that we've got most of the lashes finished. So we'll just go right into the bottom part. Just for the bottom part for now, we're just gonna put on black liner. So I'll be taking my MAC Smolder eye pencil, and we're just gonna be putting it in the waterline just for right now, and then we'll create the rest of the look later. So we're just going to go straight in. And this will be a very dark look, so don't really worry too much about your liner here, because we will be blending later on. But at the moment, that's pretty good. Looks really funny, I know. I don't really like to wear black liner on the bottom, but whatever. So now that we've kind of gotten to the bottom part, we're just gonna do the foundation before we start doing the bottom part of the eyes. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to go right into our MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. This is an N1, so I'm just gonna use this, put a little bit here. And I also have been using recently, I've been using, this is kind of like a mixing medium. This is actually an airbrush makeup thing from MAC. It's in white, but I've actually been using this for my foundation to lighten it, and it works really well. Probably not the best for your skin every day, but neither is a lot of makeup. So I just kind of let it be, and it works wonderfully, actually, instead of using the full white one. So we're just gonna take that, and then we'll go right into our foundation. Hello. And we're just really getting in there. I'm really liking this look so far. Wow. Perfect. And now we're just going to go right into our concealer. So for the concealer, we'll be using the same thing, our KatVonD one. Same thing like usual. We're going to hide these terrible eye bags. Just get in there. And really lighten that up. Perfect. So that did really well. And now that we've kind of gotten that part done, I'm actually just gonna go back in with my eye makeup just because I see a little weird thing going on here. Oh, okay, well, I guess you can stay, but you were not really planned. Well, that's okay. Perfect. So now that we've kind of gotten our eye makeup done, oh, hello, you were a little bit different. Well, that's okay. So now that we've kind of gotten our full makeup done, we're just going to go back in with our bottom. So for this, you're just going to be a little bit more careful because you do have your foundation on, so it might be a little bit of a hassle, but we're going to go back in with our Noir by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And to kind of avoid the fallout, we're going to just kind of go like this. And just lower the head. And then from that, we're just going to blend a little bit. Perfect. So now for the next one, remember to kind of go downwards. Wonderful. Get in there with that, and then blend. Very good. Perfect. So we've kind of gotten the bottom part done now. And so because we've gotten kind of the, oh, hello. Because we've gotten the bottom part done, we're just gonna go in with our mascara, and then I think we'll do a little bit of highlight in there. So we're gonna go back in with our mascara, super easy, super quick, and don't be worried about how messy you do the mascara on the bottom. Because after all, it is black, so it will hide. Very good. All right, so we've kind of got the mascara down, so now we're just gonna go straight in with our highlighter. So for the highlight, I'm actually going to be using my MAC highlighter. This one's called Silver Dusk. I'm gonna start using this one just in the corner of the eye. So for that, I'm just going to take like a tiny brush, nothing too crazy. At first we'll put the Farsali highlighter on just so it can stick. So we're gonna take our Farsali here and just put it in the corner of the eye. Because this is a really dramatized look, I'm going to be putting a little bit more highlight here. Very good. And then from that, then we will take our highlighter from MAC and stick it in the corner here. Make it look fabulous. Very good. So now that we have this one done, we're just going to repeat it on the other side. So we're going to take our Farsali again and just put it in the corner of the eye. And then take our MAC and put it in there. Wonderful. So, we've really gotten our look. I think we're pretty close. We're pretty close. So now that we have just kind of the eye makeup done, obviously we'll do some tweaks, you know, back and forth. We're just going to go into our go right into our contour. So for the contour, it's actually going to be a little bit more dramatized, just as everything else will be. The cheekbones are going to be most dramatized. So for this, I'll be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills one. This is in light, and just kind of mixing a bunch of them all together to create the contour. So for this part of the contour, it's going to be the same. It's going to be normal like you usually would. Don't go too heavy-handed, because I will be putting, I'll be putting some powder contour on as well, but just for the cheekbones. So I'm just going to blend with my hand. Really give it a decent shade. Really get in there with that contouring. And then we're just going to use our light. So we're just going to put a little bit of highlight. Up here, and then just blend as per usual, very quick blending. Wonderful. So now that we have kind of given it our all for this part, we're going to go back in with our contour. So this is actually going to be the more crazy part. It's a little bit hard to do at the beginning. Some people won't get it at all, but it's a really fun thing. This is actually going to be very dramatized. So, I mean, if you're not up for that type of stuff, don't worry about it, then don't do it. But this is part of my look. So we're actually going to be taking this and going upwards with the contour. Really severe line. A very visible line is what you need. So we're really getting deep into the into that cheekbone and really giving off like a really harsh line. And for the other side, to really get in there. Give it this type of look. And then you're just gonna blend it out just a little on the ends, just so that you kind of have like an idea. So now that you've kind of given that really disgusting looking contour, you're going to go straight back in with your highlighter. And this is where it's gonna save you. I'm just gonna fix this part a little. Okay, wonderful. So now we're just gonna go straight back in with our highlighter. And this is what's going to fix the problem. So we're going to go into our Farsali highlighter first. And we're just going to take your fingers and then tap. Right where the highlight goes. A good tap. Just on that specific part. Then we're going to take our usual highlighter, and we're going to use a different brush, preferably a small one, and next side. And then we're going to go back in So this is kind of where you want the contour to look. Really kind of gross and messy and dark. That's what you really want. But it's only going to be for the cheekbones. So now that we've kind of gotten to the contour part, we're just going to now do the eyebrows and get that done and over with. So for the eyebrows, we are going to take a really light eyebrow pencil. Not eyebrow pencil, sorry. We're going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade, and this is in blonde. The reason I want it in blonde is to really show off the eye makeup more than the actual eyebrow. So this is why I'm going to go in with my little blonde one and just give a little bit of color to the brow. Wonderful. So we have one eyebrow finished, and then we'll go on to the next. So really, really get that consistency, that look with the eyebrow. Perfect. It's really, really getting there. Perfect. And then go downwards. Perfect. And then we're just kind of going to brush them out a little. So let's brush these things out. Give it a nicer, little softer. And perfect. So you've kind of gotten your brows all done, looking pretty good. I'm actually just going to go back in with this. And for next one, perfect. So we've kind of gotten that done. So we've gotten our eyebrows kind of done. It's looking pretty good. So now that we've kind of gotten that part done, we're actually going to move straight into the rest of the makeup, which is actually pretty easy. It's not too hard. We're going to just do the eye makeup first. Sorry, not eye makeup, my apologies. We're gonna do the lipstick first, just because of what we're gonna be doing with the rest of the face. So for this, I'm just going to start with the lipstick. So we're going to be taking my Lipsence lipstick. This is in Blackberry. And we're just gonna put it all over the lips. Wonderful. So now that we've gotten the black lipstick finished, now we're gonna start on what really matters the most. Because obviously this looks pretty crazy right now. You know, it's a little bit messy. It's a little bit like, what the hell is this kind of thing. But the rest of it's really going to pull together. So we're going to go right into using a black. I'm actually going to go in with my trusty Flash palette from Makeup Forever, and we're just going to start drawing. So we're going to dip into our black, and we're going to start at the top of the head. We're just going to follow the lines. And then just going to get in there and create. There we go. And we're really, really, really getting into this black. We're really trying to make these precise. Okay. So far so good. I'm really liking how this is turning out. We're just gonna make sure to really give this a good solid color. Yeah, kind of like that. And just to be sure to kind of really make those lines look good. Okay. Oh, hello. That's okay. No worries, because we're gonna do the gold now. So now that we've kind of gotten an okay line, I'm actually just gonna put a bit more down here. Perfect. So we've kind of gotten a really good kind of line here. Now we're just going to dip into the gold that I have from Makeup Forever. So here we go. Just going to find a really nice brush for this. You know what? Let's go with this one. So we're gonna dip right into the gold. That's this one right here. It's a little bit more yellowy, but I mean, it will work. And then just going to outline. And all the way here. Really want to keep that consistency, because the gold is very important. And then we're going to take it over here. And make the gold go down here. There we go. So we're really outlining here. Trying to really outline around the black. Just to give it some more, you know, to make it look different, right? Make it look very different. And then go wonderful. Go down here. And down here. And then down here. Really get in there, but be very, very careful of the black. Really, really be careful of the black. But so far that's looking really, really good. I really like how this gold is turning out. And now we're just going to go below. Very good. And then we'll get this part here. Very, very good. So this actually looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go back in once again with my black just to be sure that everything looks really clean. And just and then we're just going to be taking our gold once again just to make a little line here. Wonderful. So this is looking pretty good. This is kind of what I wanted. It's looking all right. I think what I'm gonna do is just darken a little bit around the eyes one more time, and then we'll put on the lashes. So the first thing that we're just gonna do real quick is we're just gonna go back in with our black, just to kind of give it a little bit more of an intense look. And then we're just going to blend just around. Wonderful. Give it a good blend. Well, now that we have the eyeshadow complete, we're actually just going to just throw on the lashes and see what it looks like. So, for this, I'm just going to be taking my duo, wherever I put that. Be wonderful if I could find it. Perfect, here it is. So we'll be just putting on the duo with a wonderful pair of lashes. So we're just going to use these ones right here. These are going to be the lashes of the day. And we're just going to put these on. So for this, you're just going to do your usual steps to paint over the line. I like to cover it in glue so there's no way it's coming off, but that's just me. Just kind of give it a good shake for the dry. And as I'm doing that, I'm actually going to go back in with my contour just to kind of bring out a line here. Because it must be a line. That looks a lot better actually. I'm really trying to get a line. Perfect. And then the same for this side, we're going to give it a nice line. And then we're just gonna go back in, give it a tiny buff. And now we're just gonna throw on this lash. First lash done. And then we'll do our next lash. And do our duo once again. Wonderful, so now we will wait for this. And also what I was planning on doing is also taking a little bit of black and kind of mixing it to make it kind of look like a little bit of blood. So we may do that at the end, but at the moment we're just kind of seeing how this goes. I'm really enjoying the lashes. I think the lashes really brought it all together. But of course we'll be doing the other thing. So I'm actually just gonna take the Fenty Beauty Face and Body, sorry, not Face and Body, the Body Lava, and then I'm going to mix in some black. And I have now created black. From this, I think that I will actually take a bit of water, and just mix it in. Nice. Oopsie. And just mix it. Make it really kind of watery and very wet. And now we've thrown this lash on and we'll wait for it to dry. And then from this, then we just start doing this. I've mixed in some mouth blood as well as the Body Lava. I don't recommend you put this in your mouth. I'm doing it, but please don't do it. So we are just going to scoop some up. And to create more drip, I'm just going to take some water. So now that we've kind of gotten a really good kind of evil-ish, kind of black, dark look, I may end up putting some actual fake blood instead of actually just having the black, just because it doesn't look too good. It looks a little silly. It doesn't look like it's kind of pouring kind of thing, but other than that, it looks pretty interesting. This was actually kind of a last minute thing down here, but I think that it kind of brought it all together, kind of brought it some more evil kind of sense look to it. I'll probably end up putting some drip blood in it instead. I'll probably mix a little bit more drip blood and put some black in it. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys really had a good time watching this. I really enjoyed this look. I hope to kind of recreate this look again, make it a little better next time, maybe make it more gory, make it more pretty. Who knows? But thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time on the channel, my name is Kaya, and here is my just welcoming vid, just to show kind of what I do, who I am. And then I have my most recent down here, and I hope that you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.